Hey guys, welcome back. This is Tim with AMZ Fusion. Today we're going to talk about purchasing criteria and, more importantly, sticking with it. So what are we looking for when we purchase products to sell on Amazon? So normally we are looking for, personally, we like to have like a 30 to 40% ROI, return on your investment, meaning I put in $10, I can make $3 to $4, and that kind of like in our experience equals out to about 15% gross margin in the end. So let's just real quick talk about these two things. So return on investment, how much money am I going to make based on the amount of money I put in? Profit margin is how much money did I make off the overall total sales. So two different things, two different ways to look at profits. And we have another video about ROI versus PM and when to use them. So go check that video out if you're confused about that. But we shoot for, like I said, 30 to 40% ROI on average and a 15% gross margin at the end. So when we start to analyze products, we go through an analyze sheet. We're using our Fusion Chrome extension to analyze products. Our settings are set up to have a minimum profit of $2. If you're newer to this, I would actually suggest a minimum profit of $3 per unit, and again, a 30% ROI. So some people will say that's a little bit aggressive, but realistically what happens is, from experience and talking to other sellers as well, you go down this little slippery slope where you're like, oh, I'm shooting for $3, 30%. And you're like, wow, there's some products at $2.50. Those make money. And then you're like, well, this is 25%. It's still good enough. And then you just slowly come down. And your criteria just slowly starts to slip. And next thing you know, you're purchasing products that make 75 cents. That's like 15% ROI. And you do these things because you're like, oh, I could just continue to turn over units. I'd rather take 75 cents than no money. But guys, it's not worth it. We lived that. We did that for a couple of years, and then we finally got our heads out of our butts and realized that it just doesn't work. When you go down to these low margin, low ROI products, especially when you're talking about 75 cents profit, even if it's just a simple FNSKU sticker, like real small, you can just sticker, and you're like, oh, this is like just printing money, 75 cents, they sell well. That works for larger sellers with larger capital budgets. When you have a lot of money, you can sink large amounts of capital into products. That can work. But what we've realized, and through our software, we've realized that our average prep cost here at the warehouse is about 32 cents a unit. So that includes just simple FNSKUs. That includes some stuff that needs to get bubble wrapped. But just across the entire gamut of products we've sold for the last 7 years, we've realized our cost to prep a product with employee labor is 32 cents or so. And then you need to add in what's your overhead, your rent, and whatnot. All those things add up. And so the next thing you know, at 75-cent product, you're only making like 25 cents. So while your gross numbers look good, when you're analyzing stuff, your net numbers actually don't work out to be what you thought they were. So it's really important, guys. Again, you're going to set your own criteria, whatever that is for you. We really do recommend that $3 range minimum profit per unit is what you should shoot for. Because don't forget, every once in a while you're going to buy products. More sellers are going to come on the listing. Your price is going to go down. And next thing you know, your $3 expected profit is $2, and then minus your cost, your warehousing fees, your shipping stuff to Amazon, your $2 profit ended up being like $1, maybe $1.25, actually money in your pocket. So when you set your criteria, set it higher than you'd like. I know that eliminates a lot of products, but if you stick to those principles, you're going to be rewarded in the long term. You're going to have actual profits. You're not going to end up losing money on products. You're not going to have a bunch of stale inventory because you can afford to drop your price if you need to and take less return. But if you start at this low number, you're already starting at $1.50 expected gross profit, minus all your costs, minus the drop in the buy box price, you're not able to sell. So then you're holding inventory for a long time, and that's just like sunk capital, as we call it. You have money invested into a product that's not moving, it's not doing anything. It's just money wasted sitting on a shelf at Amazon when you could have sold out of the product, got your money back, and went and purchased something else that makes money. So the big takeaway, guys, is set your criteria, whatever that is. We recommend, like I said, about 30% ROI when you do your calculations, or $3 minimum, and stick to it. You really got to stick to it. It's really hard. Don't go down that slippery slope. Learn from our life's lessons about just going down this path. Like I said, if you got a ton of capital and you can afford to sink, $20,000 into low return products, great. Most people can't. So, like I said, get your criteria and absolutely stick with it. That's the name of the game, guys. Stick with it. All right. Hopefully that was helpful. Like and subscribe down below, and we'll see you tomorrow. All right. Thanks. Bye.